All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Saturday. All right, today, Paul on the island of Malta. Acts chapter 28, starting at verse 1. Once we were safe on shore, we learned that we were on the island of Malta. The people of the island were very kind to us. It was cold and rainy, so they built a fire on the shore to welcome us. As Paul gathered an armful of sticks and was laying them on the fire, a poisonous snake, driven out by the heat, bit him on the hand. The people of the island saw it hanging from his hand and said to each other, "A murderer, no doubt. Though he escaped the sea, justice will not permit him to live." But Paul shook off the snake into the fire and was unharmed. The people waited for him to swell up or suddenly drop dead. But when they had waited a long time and saw that he wasn't harmed, they changed their minds and decided he was a god. Near the shore where we landed was an estate belonging to Publius, the chief official of the island. He welcomed us and treated us kindly for 3 days. As it happened, Publius's father was ill with fever and dysentery. Paul went in and prayed for him, and laying his hands on him, he healed him. Then all the other sick people on the island came and were healed. As a result, we were showered with honors, and when the time came to sail, people supplied us with everything we would need for the trip. Now the commentary. The island of Malta is 60 miles south of Sicily. It had excellent harbors and was ideally located for trade. The islanders on Malta were Phoenician ancestry. Excuse me. God had promised safe passage to Paul, Acts chapter 27, verse 23 to 25. And he would let nothing stop his servant. The poisonous snake that bit Paul was unable to harm him. Our life is in God's hands. To continue on or to come to an end is in his good timing. God still had work for Paul to do. These people were very superstitious and believed in many gods. When they saw that Paul was unhurt by the poisonous snake, they thought he was a god. Acts chapter 14, 11 through 18 reports a similar assessment. Paul continued to minister to others, even as a shipwrecked prisoner. On this trip alone, the Roman army officer, the chief official of Malta, and many others were affected. It is no wonder that the good news spread like wildfire. Yeah. People see the truth.
Right.
Some people will flee from it, but others are attracted to it.
Right.
You get to see the power of God in healings, which is really actually remarkable. We don't, I myself have not seen any, laying of hands and people just getting up and walking away, but just in our life, just even you and me, just to see the power of God and healings around us.
Oh yeah.
And just stories of the healings of people just being okay. Even myself, I thank God all the time for my healing of cancer.
Yeah. Very much so.
So.
No. Some people downplay getting Western medicine takes away from God, but God's the one that gives us all them resources and knowledge, and
yeah.
So I think God wants us to use what He's given us.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we have for today. Hope everybody has a glorious day, and we'll talk to you later.